Hello everyone, welcome to Fashion for You. In this video I'm going to show you piping on the necklines. Here I've shown you few different styles of the necklines and I'll show you how to attach piping from a basic shape to the shape which are having lots of curves. So the piping on the curves is little tough, but I'll show you how to make it in an easy way. First of all, I'll show you a very basic shape which is round shape with the piping. I'll show you round shape. You can make it any shape like a square, a V kind of thing, or sweetheart, any round, any basic shape you can make. To make the basic shape, that is round shape, I'll take this stiffener. You can use stiffener or interface, but I'm going to use stiffener here. So in the same way, we'll cut the neckline and fold it like this. I'll take neck width of 3 inches and diagonally I'll take 7 inches. I'll make a round shape. So this is the round shape, this is basic shape. I'll stick this on the piece of fabric now. Now I leave half an inch of fabric and I'll cut the rest of the fabric. I'll mark the center of this. Mark the center of my kurti also. Now this is right side of the kurti and I've sticked this, so I will join it from the right side and I'll make a stitch line here. First I'll make a temporary stitch line right in the middle of the kurti. I've stitched it from here. Now I'll cut this. Now first what I'll do, the extra fabric which is with the neckline, I'll stitch this folding inside like this. And then I'll cut the extra fabric. First I'll stitch this in a round way with the stiffener. I've stitched this way. Now I'll cut this extra fabric. Now I'll turn this inside. You can use iron to make it set. So up to this part is same as making a neckline. Now I'll take bias binding and I'll use that to make piping on this. I have this bias binding and this is piping thread. This you will get in any tailoring material shop and you can call it piping thread. I'll first fold this piping thread inside this, and on one side I'll leave little more fabric and on this side I'll leave little less, and then I'll make a stitch line. the result is like this. On one side I've left little more fabric, and on the other side little less fabric I've left, and this is the thread is inside this. So this piping is very thin. Without thread you'll get a flat piping that doesn't look good. I recommend to put this thread inside the piping whenever you use piping on neckline, on slits, on sleeves, anywhere, because this gives a circular shape to the piping. Otherwise, when you will iron this, this will become flat and that doesn't look good. So I suggest you to put this thread inside piping, then only your piping will look good. Now I'll attach this piping to the kurti. Now first I'll stitch this piping like this in a round way. Only you have to leave this much piping outside and rest all fabric inside, and then I'll fold this fabric with this to inside. So first I'll stitch here. Now this is looking like this. This will go inside. Now we'll take this fabric, extra fabric of the piping, and we will fold this. We'll fold this nicely, and we will stitch this with only stiffener. We will not stitch this with the outer part of kurti. We will only fold it like this, and we'll only stitch it with this stiffener. After making a stitch line here, this is looking like this. So my neck is almost ready. Now this part I'll make a hem using needle and thread. This way you have to do for the full round, and see on the other side. So I've made a hem here in the neckline in a round way. Now you can see only one stitch line is here on the edge of this. So the finishing is very nice this way. If you don't want to make the hem with needle and thread, you can make it using the sewing machine. That's up to you. I prefer this kind of hem because then only one stitch line is visible and the finishing of piping comes out very well. This is a round shape, that is U shape. You can make piping on square shape or V shape, any basic shape. Even a round shape with a cut over here, you can make the piping on that. Now I'll show you how to make this kind of neck design. This neck design is having a slit here which we have stitched together and is having a sweetheart neck design. For this kind of neckline, again I'll take stiffener and I'll fold it in half. Now to mark this neckline, I'll take 3 inches from here. I'll make a mark, and another mark I'll take on ½ inches, that is 3.5 from here, ½ inches apart from this point, and 7 inches from here I'll make a mark. This kind of neckline is called sweetheart. So I'm going to make this neckline, and here I'll extend this. I'll cut here only 1 or 2 points, so it should come like this. And here like this shape. This is the neckline, so I'll make another outer line. So I've cut this kind of shape out of stiffener. This is open from here. Now again I'll stick this on a piece of fabric and then I'll make this on the kurti. I've stick this on a piece of fabric Now I'll take the kurti piece and we'll stitch this on the right side of the kurti, and then I'll turn it inside. So again I'll make a stitch line here on the edge. Now it is looking like this. Don't worry, I'm going to put piping here and then we'll attach it again. So I'll take piping and we'll attach from here. I'll attach this piping now. Here. Attach the piping. Now it is looking like this. I have not stitched it from here, it is still apart. Now we will stitch it together. To stitch it together, we'll take a strip like this. I was not having a long strip, so I've made a stitch line here, and we will fold it to make around 1.5 inch wide strip. Now we'll use this strip and we'll put this like this. On the upper side, fold it like this. And I'll use pins. Make sure that both the piping on both the sides should come like this, should come adjacent. Cut this extra fabric of the strip. So this is looking like this. Now I'll stitch on this line and then I'll fold this extra fabric inside. Now you can see I've attached it from here, and the full neckline is looking like this. Instead of making sweetheart, you can make it round, V, or any shape. Now we'll take this extra fabric of the piping and we'll fold this with this stiffener inside. So this neckline is now ready. You can make any shape with this slit. You can make a round shape, a square shape, a V shape. Any basic shape you can make. Now I'll show you how to make this kind of neck design. This kind of neck design is toughest one. If you're going to make this neck design, then you're going to have a hard time and you need to be patient. And this kind of neck design I've showed you because this is having too many curves. You can make it with 1 or 2 curves with other designs in the same way. But when you will wear this kind of neck design, this will look very good. So come on, let's go. I'll show you how to make this kind of neck. I've taken this stiffener to make my neck design. I folded it in half. So this is 4 inches. So I'll make a mark. One mark I'll make on 3.5 inches. Another mark I'll make on 2.75 inches. Diagonally I'll measure from this mark which I made on 3.5 inches. I'll mark 8 inches down. From this point is 0.75 inches far. So I'll make another line. Now I'll make curves on this. To make curves, you require this kind of thing. This is a cap of a bottle. Using this, you can make equal curves. So I'll start from the middle. So from middle, the edge of this cap should touch this line. If half an inch or less than half an inch is left over here, leave it, no problem. This will go inside stitching. Now I'll cut this. So now this comes out like this. Now I'll stick this on a piece of fabric. Now I'll take this extra fabric and fold it like this, and I'll make a stitch line here. Now I'll mark center for this. I'll mark center for this also. Now in the same way as we do for the round shape, we'll do for this. We'll make a stitch line here in the corners. After turning it to the other side, this is looking like this now. Now in the same way, I'll take out piping and then I'll use piping on this. First of all, we'll attach this piping to the kurti with the help of needle and thread, because if we'll directly attach it on the sewing machine, the corners will not come out well. So we'll first attach it temporarily and make nice corners with the help of needle and thread, and then we'll stitch it on the sewing machine. I have attached this piping using needle and thread. Now I'll permanently stitch this using sewing machine. Now I'll permanently. You can see the corner. In the corners you have to overlap the piping like this. Now I'll stitch this. Now I have made a stitch line. Now I'll remove this temporary hemline with the help of this. I've removed the temporary hemline and now it is looking like this. You can see the corners have come out well. Now this extra fabric which is here, I'm going to fold it inside with the stiffener only, not on the kurti, and then I'll use again needle and thread to make hem with this. I've made an invisible hem here. This kind of neckline is ready. Here I've shown you different styles of the necklines with piping. I hope you like my video. To watch more videos in future, you can hit the subscribe button. If you have any doubt or query about this video, you can send me mail or you can send me message on my Facebook page. I would be there to help you. Thanks for watching my video. We'll meet soon with a new video. Thank you.